Up. I know it seems kind of weird. You're just waking up. What the hell? But you gotta understand, guys. Yesterday, well, actually, the day before yesterday. Okay, this is what makes it so complicated. This working third shift. So the day before yesterday, I woke up at 8 at night. I slept all day because I work so much. And then I woke up at 8, and from 8 to 11. I worked from 11 to 7.
Ashley, there you are.
And then... Ooh. And then from 11 to 7 was my shift, and then from 7 to 12, me and my mom, we went to the store. I built a suit. I only bought the jacket and the pants because I already had a black dress shirt, but I got a suit for my dad's funeral. And then we went to the funeral, and my brand new suit, just purchased. But, you know, and so from that point forward, I guess you could say thank you. But,
got some new wares.
I know what you meant, man.
Got some rare things
And I
on
much
sale,
appreciate it.
stranger. All
Believe
my
me,
wares are
I
in
really
tip-top
appreciate it.
shape, I assure
A new case. The TMP probably would have been a good purchase. I don't know. Oh, we tuned up my knife's durability and
Molding a
power.
weapon to suit your specific needs.
But
it's a thing of next time. Buy something, eh?
What do you call it though? I'm trying to think here. How do I want to like word this? All right. So for my dad's wake, which lasted about an hour 10 minutes. I want to say an hour 15 maybe. So now it's no longer 1. Now it's like going on at 2. Yeah, in this Resident Evil, they have a currency, it's called, pesetas, and so basically, yeah, you just use that as your currency to obtain better items. You don't have to pay for them, like you do COD points. Although, fun fact, back in Black Ops 1 they had COD points. You didn't buy them with actual cash, you earned them with in-game challenges, and you would bet those COD points simply by playing the game. You didn't have to do anything crazy to unlock them or whatnot. All you had to do really is just play the fucking game, be good at it. When you level up, you get them, whatnot. Yeah, I don't know. So that's what replaced the chainsaw or the chain gun Ganado. I'm not really too excited for that. Which other family member did you lose? I've lost a lot, man. So technically, that wasn't my dad who died. That was my uncle, but he raised me because when I was only 3 months old or 6 months old or whatever, my actual biological parents died, my actual mom and dad. And since I was 6 months old, I was raised by my aunt and uncle. So to me, that's my mom and dad. So, you know, 2 years ago, I lost my biological grandma. And after that, we lost one of my cousins, Eli. And so, you know, it really sucked because, you know, he just got out of drug addiction and whatnot. Or I'm maybe confusing him with his twin brother. No, Josh died. Eli's still alive. Never mind. My bad. Josh and Eli, they're identical twins, okay? Like, they look exactly the same, with very, very, very few facial feature non-similarities. Just in the structure of their, like, nose is just slightly different, like their eyebrows, where they're set at. Very small, minor differences, and if you look at them side by side, without knowing them, like, front to back, you know what I mean, without knowing them, you would never get either of them right. You would just never know. Like, it's crazy. They're identical twins, and one of them died a few years back. He got drunk and he accidentally shot himself, and you know, I mean, it was just such a tragic moment because my Uncle Ron, that was one of his boys, and prior to that, his other son, his youngest, Jacob, died. He died from a seizure he had, and, you know, it was just unfortunate. No, he didn't have anyone there, so I don't know who found him. It was tragic. And it was really sad, and it's fucking with my Uncle Ron all heavy because 2 of his boys died, and the only boy left is, well, yeah, I'm not going to get into it. That's not my business to put out there, but either way, it's just like it's I'm seeing my entire family sort of lose each other and fall apart. You know, I lost my my cat. I know that some people don't understand how much value a pet really has, but I had this cat since I was, so I had for that long, really good care of my cat, and he was just a healthy, strong cat. And, you know, he had some health problems, and he was a trooper. And when he died, it fucked with me really heavy because, you know, I have a brother and a sister, and I have a cousin that's also kind of like a sister because my uncle had a daughter, like the uncle that raised me, Steve. Well, he had a daughter. She, like I said, she is blood related, but she's not my actual sibling. My oldest sister, Elizabeth, she was taken away from my mom because my biological mom, had my oldest sister when she was only 16 years old. So the thing is, because of that, the government didn't see it really fit for my mom to be taking care of a baby, and something happened, something. All of a sudden, her boyfriend's grandparents raised my oldest sister. So long story short, my sister was missing from my entire family for basically my entire life up until recently. And so basically, you know, it's just, that was tragic. And so I have a niece, because my mom had my oldest sister when she was so young. I have a niece that's the same age as me. Like, it's just crazy. It's weird. The other thing is, you know, I mean, we've lost plenty of other people too, like close friends and relatives and whatnot. And, you know, but, my other granddad who fought in Vietnam, he died a few years back. And, my uncle Dallas. So here's the thing, right? My uncle Steve that just passed away, my mom was his sister. My biological mom was his sister. So, you know, he was my uncle. And we had another uncle named Dallas. And Dallas, first it was my mom, Sherry, or Cherie. She went by Cherie. she died after having me, and I was supposed to have an identical. Some say it might have been an identical twin brother, but they just said it was a twin. My mom was pregnant with two. My biological dad beat my mom when she was pregnant, and ultimately speaking, my brother that could have made it didn't make it at the birth, and I almost didn't make it. And it's just crazy to me because it's just like, I don't know, man, it's just so crazy, you know. But it was a rough start in my life, but for the most part, damn, that insta-kills you. I'm sorry, I haven't even read the comments here. I'm so sorry, man. You're talking about the ants you lost, man. I'm sorry for your loss, man. You don't deserve this. You handled this very... People should know you're strong. Yeah, I don't like talking about it on the channel very much because I don't want to give off the wrong impressions, because some of the shit I talk about, some of the shit in my life is just very depressing and it's hard to deal with. As a man in today's world, no one listens, and so ultimately speaking, it's just trying to, like, I've tried and tried and tried and tried to talk my feelings out with people, and some people are just so rude about it, and they don't even hear me out. Like, they just hear that I say I'm depressed or I'm this or I'm that, and they're like, look what you got. You know, you got a BMW, you got all these video games, you got a couple friends that care about you, and it's just like, yeah, but like, it still doesn't change the fact that, you know, I've been going through trauma on a consistent basis. And so I guess I just stopped trying to seek therapy from certain people and whatnot, because I feel like just some people can make it worse if they say some rude, fucked up shit, and some of them have. And so, you know, that's just the way I look at it. Last time I saw my uncle, I was 5, and he left me. Yeah, it was kind of like that with my Uncle Dallas. I may have been only 6 years old or so, and last time I'd ever seen him, and then he kept saying how he wanted to come back to Ohio and see us, and we went down to Tennessee one day, and you know, they're like, hey, you know, they called my dad and they said, your brother's dead. Well, my uncle Steve, your brother Dallas is dead, and you know, whatnot, trying to explain what happened. And so my dad got infuriated, dealt with it. His last conversation with my biological mom, they got into an argument about something, and they cussed each other out. And then that was the last they ever spoke to one another. The last thing my uncle Steve that just passed, the last thing he heard was that my mom died. And so, you know, that really broke him. So he felt it necessary to adopt me and raise me. Now, you know, it's really hard. Hold on, I got me a Salisbury steak here. I'm trying to eat it and talk. Hold on a second. So, what was I saying? So yeah, I mean, my uncle was a great guy. He saw it necessary to take me in, and, you know, he had a daughter, but he had a daughter with a woman that was very unfaithful, and in a lot of ways made it very difficult for him. So, and he got with my aunt, who is not related to me by blood. So mind you, anyone that's in my aunt's side of the family is not biologically related to me in the slightest, but that made no difference to them. They loved me like I was one of them. It was never an issue, you know what I mean? And so, living in an environment like that has made me grateful to have family. But at the same time, and I mean no offense by it, you still kind of feel like an outsider. You know, you don't look like any of these people. You know what I mean? You don't really know the whole way that family works. You know what I mean? Like, not really works, but you know what I mean? You don't know everybody in that family, or in that side of family, and so you just kind of feel like an outsider from time to time. I'm not saying it's by their actions. I'm not saying that they treat me a type of way to make me feel that way. I'm just saying it's just that's how the circumstances makes it come across. And I mean no offense to my own family. They are great people. On my mom's side of the family, they're the best people. On my dad's side of the family, on my uncle's side of the family, they were... My friend died last month of cancer, and my cat is missing for months. So, I had my cat since I was 2 years old, and, you know, one day he just went missing. He was an outdoor cat. He had fleas in his organs, so there was nothing that the vets could do, so he just had to live every day fighting. And that cat, I love that fucking cat, man. Like that cat made me a very happy child, because, you know, I may have had an older brother, but my older brother was like in his mid-20s by the time that I was born. So when I was like, what was I, 7 years old, he got married. You know what I mean? So he had a wife, and eventually he had kids, and that made me an uncle. And you know what I mean? But he had a whole wife and kids and whatnot to worry about. And so, I mean, you know, he was out of the house. My sister, Christina, well, she was the same way, you know. And so, it's like, I never had siblings in the house 24/7. For a short while, my sister Christina used to live with us, but at the time, she was a very different person. She just got out of being a teenager, and so her and her friends sorta, kinda, at the time, treated me like shit. And I would resent her for it for the longest time. But it was some other shit that they would do, like situations and circumstances they'd put me through for their amusement, that ultimately, like, really pissed me off as a kid. The way that my sister would act about me pissed me off. But now we're adults and all that's behind us. But I'm just saying, growing up in that kind of environment, that really sucked. You know what I mean? But at the beginning, it wasn't like that. At the beginning, it was just pure love. And growing up, seeing some of that love get corrupted, and unfortunately, some of that being changed into worse things. I don't know. It's just that sucked. That sucked a lot. But the other thing I just wanted to say is, you know, I mean, video games like this, they take my mind off of, you know, off of different situations that have happened, I guess you could say. Because I don't really think about a lot of it as much as you would think I do. I mean, it's every day of my life some bullshit happens, right? Like, there was that girl I was dating, you know, she had 4 kids at 25 years old, you know, and I had to take care of, basically, or help take care of. I don't want to make it seem like I was doing all the work, because I wasn't. That would be a lie. But, you know what I mean? I was responsible for kids that were not mine. Now, I'm not saying that I didn't love those kids, okay? I love those kids like they were my own if I had my own kids. But I'm 21 years old. I'm too young to be a parent. That's too much to ask of me. Like, I'm sorry, man. I'm just not mature enough to handle that. That was a lot of stress. And I don't think people understand that. How stressful that is at my age. And, I'm being put in these impossible situations. And I don't mean to sound weird when I say that. Like, that sounds stupid as fuck when you hear it the first time. But just these impossible expectations of me. Like, I don't know. Like, this shit's irritating. I'm trying to also eat and talk. And the other thing is this, man. One of my best friends in the whole world It's the same name as my Uncle Steve that just passed, my dad. He has the same exact name, Steve slash, but he goes by Steven. My best friend, growing up, man, he was my homie. His dad killed himself on his on his birthday. When Steven was 11 or whatever, his dad shot himself in the head on my friend's birthday. His own dad did that. I'm not trying to put his business out there, but that traumatized my best friend. My parents died too, and we were both growing up in the same area, living very rough lives, both of us, me and him, dealing with abuse day to day, and just, you know, and that's something else I wanted to mention. Even though my dad at first, you know, everything was going great when I was a kid, after a while my dad did become very abusive. I mean, I just wanted to go ahead and bring that out there. That definitely did happen. Now at the funeral, when I got up and said my piece, I never said any of that, because, you know, there's a lot of people that don't know my dad like that. And I don't want to give the wrong information, or not wrong information, I don't want to bring the whole spirit down, because, I mean, it's in a church. I felt some type of way about it, and I just, for whatever reason, I just did not want that. I did not want to be the guy that ruins the funeral, because I know if I were to do that, that would cause a bunch of drama between me and my sister. And I'm not trying to cause drama, I'm just trying to pay my respects and, you know what I mean, do my thing. But hold on a second, I'm still eating. Hold on. But you know, like I said, me and my buddy Steven growing up, we've been through so much together. We've related. Our parents died and were also cremated the same day. We both had the same initials. His is Steven, and then his last name ends with an M. My name is Solomon, and my last name is Mesa. So we both had the same exact initials. So for the longest time, we're like, dude, I don't know how, but the universe has brought us together for a reason. And so that was always our thing growing up, man.
Damn it. You're serious. Present for you. Sorry, must have. Here you go.
Well, yeah, that is something I do want to bring up. My dad was abusive. He did hit me in the face numerous times. I mean, so like I said, I just didn't want to talk about it at the funeral because I don't want to bring up my trauma. I don't want to make it about me. I just wanted it to be about my dad, give him the respect that I don't think he got by many people while he was still alive. You know what I mean? My dad, man, it's a very tragic story, man. He tried to change. He was a hard worker. And that's how I want to remember him, as a hard worker, because I'm a hard worker. That's why I work 16-hour shifts. I'm a hard worker. Why I do the things that I do to make my dad proud. Even if he's not here to see it. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes any sense or not, but I don't know. Either way, you know, again, that happened, right? And not counting all the years of shit that I'd had to go through with school. I was bullied, I was mistreated, I was singled out. Like, that was rough, man. Especially being put in my situation. And some kids did this really rude thing where they would say, like, you know, I wasn't a kid because I was being raised by my aunt and uncle, not my actual parents. And that really hurt me growing up. That fucked with me, man. A different type of way. Like that really messed me up. But, you know, and I don't know why kids were so mean to me. I don't know why people were so mean to me, and also the teachers would also do some bullshit, start some shit with me. Yeah, like, I don't know, man. Like I said, man, dude, I have not lived a very easy life. At least not one that's stress-free. Now, mind you this, man, relationships have been even worse. I'm not even getting into my love life because, for one, it's sad and tragic. And the other thing is, man, just you really get to see how fucked up people really are. You know, so when I say it, man, when I say life's not easy, I'm not just trying to be cliche. I'm just being honest, man. It's not easy. And so, I don't know. Like I said, I'm just a very simple guy, trying and wanting to live a simple life. But it just seems like complications and things just get in the way all the time. I think you should try AC Unit. I think it's a good game. Oh, Assassin's Creed Unity. I think it's a good game if you want yourself relaxed. I haven't played Assassin's Creed in forever, man. Everyone keeps telling me that Assassin's Creed games are great, whatnot, the modern ones, and it's just like, well, I haven't played it in so long, I don't know, man. Maybe on PS5 when I get one eventually. But yeah, man, I'll definitely get on PS3 soon one day, and we'll play Brink and Modern Warfare 3, maybe some GTA 4 co-op. And I keep telling you like I keep telling everyone else, man. It's just, I know it seems like I'm ignoring you guys when, you know, on PS3 and whatnot, man, but you could best believe it, man. I'm not trying to do that shit intentionally. It's just with time and how much free time I really have. But only free days being Sundays and Mondays. I don't even have time for my family, and that's who I need to spend my time with the most. You know what I mean? Yeah, the Assassin's Creed games had great parkour. I really want to get into the newer Tomb Raider games because I love Uncharted, and so Uncharted has similar climbing mechanics to Assassin's Creed back in the day when I played Assassin's Creed Brotherhood and Assassin's Creed 1 and 2. You know, those are great days playing the old school Dead Space and whatnot. And I don't know if you guys ever heard of the series Fable. That was always pretty fun. The Ezio collection, don't play. Rev, don't play. Valhalla, don't play. Oh, damn. I mean, ideally, playing any video games are great. I'm ready for the next Uncharted game, if they're ever gonna make another one. And don't tell me that it's not possible either. They could do like a prequel kind of thing where it's Sully and Nate when they were younger. That's very easily doable. And I love these Resident Evil games, that's for sure. Yes, I have. I love The Last of Us. I just haven't really gotten down to playing it on the PS4. Actually, I have. I got it for free from PlayStation Plus. If at some point you want to see me play The Last of Us, do an entire playthrough from start to finish, let me know. I'll see what I can do.
Next.
No siento nada.
Twisty son of a bitch.
And I think I should mention, at the time of me streaming this game, it is currently 4:12. I would still be at work about right now. So that's why I called off tonight, because you see, after the funeral, after my dad's funeral, I went with my brother and I seen my niece play her little girl volleyball, like, oh, not volleyball, basketball. So she's with my little niece is probably like, I think she's in the she's in the third grade, okay, playing third grade girls basketball, okay. the event must have happened. It was probably an hour long, you know, if that. You know what I mean? And, I mean, I don't know. It was exciting seeing my niece win. This is her third game in a row that she's won, so to her, she's really excited. She's really enjoying it, and I like seeing my niece participate with other students and you know, doing extracurricular shit in school. And I mean, it's good for her. You know what I mean? And so it's great. And I haven't been to any of my niece's basketball games or any of their whatever. You know what I mean? So in a lot of ways, I felt like such a shitty uncle for a long time. I'm just not there for my nieces and my nephews. And my other nephew from my sister Christina, which again, me and Christina, we've made up. You know, because you know my dad died, and so we're just trying not to let any drama sort of get between us. And I'm gonna be seeing my nephew Xander. He's grown up, man. He's 16 years old. Well, not grown up, but like he's gotten, you know, it's been forever since I've seen him. And you know, I mean, he's sounds like he loves sports. You know what I mean? And that's great. But you know, he's older, and it sounds like he really likes working out and whatnot. That's great. That's an instant kill. So here's my question. If I were to place that pointed that way, how do you stream on PS3 again? So what I do is I get a capture card, right? And then what I do from that point is I put a HDMI splitter. So what this does is it has multiple HDMI ports, and I connect my TV, my PlayStation. I put my PlayStation and my TV on the same HDMI part of the split, and then the other one goes into my PC. So I'm using my PC to stream the picture on my TV screen, and because my PlayStation 3 is going to the same thing as my screen on my I don't know how to describe it. So what happens is this, right? So because the PS3 and the TV screen are both being projected onto my console, what ends up happening is you basically get this situation where, you know, the PC, not the PC, my fucking computer, right? It can read and understand what's being displayed on my TV, and then what happens is, because I just go on my computer, go to YouTube, and I go to the live stream option, and what happens is it just live streams whatever my TV is capturing, and my TV is displaying my PS3 and also the games I'm playing and whatnot. So yeah, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. I don't know the exact technical terminology to it. I just looked up a YouTube tutorial on what I needed to buy, and it was really expensive, the shit I had to buy. So, you know, and so I went ahead and I bought the shit, and I also, at the time, I went back and bought some PlayStation gift cards, because they don't accept credit cards or, you know, bank debit cards on PS3 anymore, because they're afraid that, you know, you're going to get hacked, because there's no real technical support on Sony's PS3. So, anyway, I went ahead and I bought some DLCs for Black Ops 1, and then I just started live streaming them. And that's how I stream on PS3.
Sorry, must have slipped.
And also, you could do the same thing on PS2. You would just need an HDMI adapter for the red, yellow, and white cords, you know, and it would plug into those to an HDMI, and you'd plug the HDMI to the HDMI splitter. So until I get that, I cannot do anything on PS2. Yeah, so if it's region locked, okay, here's the solution. Buy the God of War edition or buy a special edition all region PlayStation. So my PlayStation is red. It's all region. I can read discs from Germany, from Japan, from fucking Europe. You know, it doesn't matter. It's an all region PlayStation. It's not region locked. So I could play literally any game from any country, which is kind of interesting. Because there's a couple of exclusive Japanese games that exist that I'm gonna try to get and see if my PlayStation will actually read them. Because I have European copies of games. It reads them. I can show you guys on the channel one time, sort of explain it, break it down to you guys. Sometimes European copies are cheaper than American copies of games. And also, fun facts, some European copies of games or whatnot, they have a certain type of censorship. So mine is region locked. Yeah, it might be. Most of them are. But, like, if you get a special edition PS3, it might not be. Like, I know the God of War edition PlayStation 3 I have is all region. Super Slim? Yep. It would be a super... Well, mine's a red Super Slim. It's a God of War edition one. Really cool.
Present for you.
I have a Super Slim. Oh no, again, not all of them are all region. Most of them aren't. It's kind of, they're kind of hard to find, and they're also really expensive when you do find them. But in my knowledge, for the most part, yeah, the easiest way to get them, like, so my PS3 is red, right? It's not your standard black PS3. And again, that's only because it's the God of War edition. And so that was a special PS. That's a very rare PlayStation 3. And so the idea is that the idea behind it is this. It's like, well, because it's a special edition, it also, one of the many benefits of it is, well, there's not really many benefits to owning a special edition of a PS3 other than, hey, it's not the standard, regular PS3. One of the many benefits is that it is all region, so that's kind of cool. I gotta show it on the channel and how you can tell what games are what region.
This isn't good. You're serious. Keep coming.
However, did you know that all PS3s could read PS1 discs? That's how I'm able to read all my Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 discs, and Silent Hill 1. I don't know, man. There's a lot of games I played growing up. Like, I remember the Incredible Hulk video game, the PS3. I forget which one it was exactly, but it played like Prototype, but also Prototype Condemned 2. There was also obviously Prototype 2, Infamous, Fallout 3. Obviously New Vegas, but also there was, what do you call it? I don't know, man. There's just so many different games.
This where they keeping Ashley? Not bad, right?
And after beating the game, I'm going to buy Separate Ways. Oh, gee, no. And I got most of the Salazar statue things. So I don't really actually. So I'm gonna sound fucking funny as fuck. I actually like Raid Shadow Legends. Like, as lame as that game is, and as much as I hate the game, and as much as it is pay to win, if you don't pay to win and just keep grinding it out, like, I mean, it's really not that bad. I play it on my, what do you call it, on the App Store on my Chromebook all the time. Yeah, I know, it's bad. I only like it because it's like an MMO RPG type of thing, and since I don't really have a way to play the classic World of Warcraft, and I don't feel like setting all that shit up. For me, that's like the next best thing, although it doesn't pair at all in quality. But I still like it. I think that Raid Shadow Legends is underrated. I think people just shit on it and meme on it because of the countless YouTubers that sponsor it. I'm not gonna sponsor it. I mean, if I do sponsor it on the channel, please don't make me the meme. This video is brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. I'm not going to be one of those guys, but what I will say is this. I did find it very enjoyable, and I mean, there's just a lot of shit in that game if you really just sit down and play it. But apart from that, I'm not really a big mobile game guy. When it comes to that kind of stuff, I liked Flash games growing up, like Balloon Tower Defense and whatnot. 911, what's your emergency? We got a video sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Our SM has sold out to the corporate overlords of Raid Shadow Legends. That's funny. But yeah, no, I'm not big into mobile games. I know they have like a mobile port of Fortnite, but I'm not a Fortnite. I hate Fortnite. It's my least favorite video game to exist. You know what I mean? Like, I just hate that damn game. Personally. But that's just me, though. Like, if you guys like Fortnite, then yeah, that's fine, but, you know, I don't like Fortnite, personally. Ooh, hand grenade. Someone threw that away. Bro, when you said funny, I thought I heard honey. No. What do you call it? No, I think I'm very funny. Like, I am. Like, I like Raid Shadow Legends. I don't care, bro. I'm not playing it every day. I'm not sweating on it, you know what I mean? But when you're working a security job, anything will entertain you versus just staring at a monitor or sitting at a desk in the middle of an empty facility. Damn near anything will entertain you. So... I did it. What the hell is even in here? Oh my god, have they booby trapped the place? A velvet blue. We gotta be careful in here. Bullshits abound.
No good.
Hello. Welcome to Freddy. Hello. Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's. Security guard. I am a night guard actually. But I work for the world's ugliest shoes. I guard Crocs. And let me tell you, it fucking sucks. I hate them. They're the ugliest shoes ever. It's funny as shit. It's kind of funny because I get special discounts on Crocs-related products, and Hey Dudes are, well, also owned by Crocs, if you guys didn't know. So I guess I'm going to be getting my nephews and nieces a free pair of Crocs each, and then I'm also going to be getting them things that they wanted for Christmas. So, I don't know, my niece loves anime, and so they have like these anime-themed Crocs, so You know, like I said, I'm trying to be an uncle, man. Like, I'm trying to be the good uncle. Bro, bringing his guns if an animatronic comes. Oh, bro, it's not even a fucking question. If I see a fucking animatronic, it's just... Oh, shit. Well, that was not meant to happen. Hold on. I already had one in the chamber, and I didn't fully rack it back. I was just being funny. Hold on. I would be ready as fuck, bro. It's like not even a question. But I don't really know what my guns would do to an animatronic. I mean, they're made out of metal, but I mean, like, and that's a Beretta 92 FS that shoots 9mm, and I got jacketed hollow points. I think I'm gonna need to bring more firepower. Let me reach into my cabinet here. I think I'm gonna be bringing this Wasser 10, this AK-47. Yeah, that sounds more like. I want to annoy you, so Glock better than Beretta. Not exactly annoying me, because I own several Glock. I own a Glock. I'm not saying I own several. I've shot several Glocks. I disagree, man. They're made out of recycled beach plastic. like, I'm sorry, guys, but in my opinion, like, Glocks are great handguns. Don't get me wrong. They're nice. They're light. They hold a lot of rounds. You can get them in a number of calibers. There's a great aftermarket. There's great modifications for Glocks, like custom sights, custom slides. You know, obviously they make barrel swaps, you know, so you can get a threaded barrel if yours didn't come with a threaded barrel. Then you can put compensators, flash hiders, all the shit you want to put on a Glock. They make great grips. There's a lot of cool gun companies that make literally just spare parts for Glocks and do custom work on Glocks, and you could really make a Glock your own. And it's like the AR-15 of pistols in a lot of ways, right? Because people used to shit on the AR-15. Well, I love the AR-15. I also love the AK, you know what I mean? Like, people are like, well, you can't be in bed with both. The way I put it, man, the AR-15 is like the Instagram supermodel, right? You know, it's like everyone's like, yeah. But the fucking, you know, the fucking AK-47 is like the pretty girl in town. You know what I mean? It's like one's on the internet, the other's feasible. You know what I mean? And so in my opinion, more realistically, more often than not, I mean, I haven't had any issues running this Wasser 10. Like, honestly, man, I've had no issues running it. I have about, gosh, I want to say I have 700 rounds through my Wasser 10. I only have 500 rounds through my AR-15. And in those 500 rounds, I want to say in my AR-15, I gotta say it doesn't really feed Steelcase 223 very well. You know, so that is one complaint, I guess. If you're going to be running the cheaper ammo, it just doesn't run it as well. But I'm gonna build several AR-15s on the channel. Like, you know, like, I don't know, man. Like I said, my dream is to be a gun YouTuber because I own so many firearms, my extended knowledge of firearms. I do not know School of Chaos.
Doesn't look like I can get in through here. Need to find another way.
Alright, so we just came back here to be told that we have to go the right direction that we were going from the get-go. But yeah, no, man, fucking animatronics, fuck no, man. Like, even back in the day, those fucking Chuck E. Cheese animatronics, which, you know, that's what Five Nights at Freddy's is based on, that shit fucking freaked me out as a kid. 911 again. Trying to see where that trap is. I can hear the C4. "911 again. Sigh. What's your emergency?" What's my emergency? Fucking Popeye's chicken ran out of chicken. How is it gonna be called Popeye's chicken if these motherfuckers ain't got no chicken? I'm being dead ass serious, bro. Like, there was a time where they ran out of...
Out of the way.
He doesn't know School of Chaos. Dropped a nuke. Raid him. I'm being dead ass serious though, man, though, for real. Like, don't you hate, like, a fast food place, right? You go there, and for whatever it is that they specialize in, they've somehow managed to sell out and they're out of supplies, so they take it off the menu. Or it might not even be what they specialize in. Oh shit, all units, we request backup. I mean, I'm glad I have it. I'm glad I have you guys, man. You guys are my favorite, man. Obviously, Big Cow Homie is probably one of my other favorite fans because, I mean, like, he's been there since the channel started, damn near. But it's like, I love that I have all this support and whatnot. You know, I love this community building because, you know, it's just nice to have that community of people that, because, you know, as a bunch of dudes that love video games, anime, and TV shows, movies, and culture, we're very well cultured, I'd say. We're very well cultured. It's just, I don't know, man, it's tough. You know, I don't think that a lot of us get the support we really need. You know what I mean? It'd be kind of cool if we could reach into the pockets of one of these coats or jackets. That'd be kind of cool.
Ashley! Ashley! Come on, Ashley, wake up!
Damn it.
Shit! Hang in there.
I don't know, I mean, I have the Five Nights at Freddy's games. If you guys want me to play Five Nights at Freddy's on the channel again, like, do what I did a while back, and I was just doing it just to be shitting around, but if you guys want me to do it as, like, I wish I had, like, a fucking PlayStation camera set up, because then I would get in my actual guard uniform and play the fucking game. Wait, all units, let him cook. Boop. Man, I popped that fucker's head like a pimple. Oh, there's one of these fuckers. Shitty dick titties. Oh. 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 I see you know your judo very well. Okay, units, continue assault. Wonder if that's a Payday reference.
Need a key card.
Somehow. I don't know why I think about Payday 2 so much. I don't know, man. I've played a lot of great video games.
Door's jammed.
Gotta say, I'm digging the island section so far. Oh, hell no. That twisted body horror. I love it, bro. It reminds me of Event Horizon and like Aliens and shit like that. I don't know, bro. I have a vibe for movies like that. Aliens, Event Horizon, and Leviathan. Even though Leviathan's kind of sort of an Alien slash Event Horizon clone, and it's not the only one, and I appreciate those shitty clones. I also love zombie movies. I just have a thing for them. And I also have just a thing for slasher movies in general, horror in general, and action movies and thrillers. I mean, I just love movies. I'm a well-cultured guy, dude. I don't know, man. Like, I'm so easily entertained by things, man. That I find a good value in a lot of things. You know what I mean? I don't know, boys. I think we should have upgraded my semi-auto sniper rifle. More so than the actual automatic combat rifle, whatever. I mean, I bet you it has really high DPS, but for as rare as sniper rifle ammo is, it's just kind of a waste of ammo, honestly. Like, and I just hate saying it like that, but it's just the fucking truth. Like, I'm sorry. I cannot wait to do a repeat playthrough, though. Man, I hope I find a... Am I hearing spiders or dripping? I think it's dripping. Ah. Ah. I don't know.
Hello, stranger.
Holy fuck.
Welcome. What can I interest you in?
Another...
Oh, my back is killing me. Years haven't been kind to us. I suppose.
Why did you speak Chinese and then die? I don't know. That's funny. Velvet Blues. TMP stock, Matilda, Matilda stock, and the Red 9 stock. Every stock is this spindle trading thing. Spindles used to be so common.
Why not try your hand at a new gun, stranger?
I like the guns I have. That's a lot of money. Bop.
Thank you.
Bada beep bop boom.
A deal well struck. Bigger is better, as they say. Or at least I thought so when I was a lad. Moulding a weapon to suit your specific needs. Oh, it's a thing of beauty.
Yeah. Holy fuck. Ultimately speaking though, guys, I think I'm gonna do the unthinkable. That's right, boys. I'm selling it.
I'll buy it at a high price.
And what I'm gonna do in exchange is this. I'm gonna upgrade the damage.
There you are, as you wished.
Upgrade that reload
This
speed.
kind of work is about finesse, stranger. Little bit goes a long way. You see. Dazzled, are you? Our craftsmanship demands no less. A well-tuned weapon can try that on for size. There you are, as you wished. Your weapons are in good hands. This kind of work is about finesse, stranger. Little bit goes a long way. You see.
Upgrading a little bit more power on my knife is also going to be pretty good.
Every once in a while. Could be the difference between life and death.
Very true. Combat knife is at low.
Ruby's all rubbish. It makes no difference. The price, well, that's our choice to make. Not bad. Easy work.
I think that was kind of smart that we upgraded the damage a little bit more on the knife, just so that way it's becoming more effective at the end game here, because, you know, I mean, obviously we want the knife to be as effective as possible.
Make up for a lack of skill, friend.
So, okay, look what we did. So, we got the damage at 2.4. That is times 1.5. So, the idea is it's times another 2.4. So, already that's 4.8, and then plus half. So, that's basically 1.20. So, that's 4.80, so 1.20. So that's about 6 whole damage right there. That's a fat chunk of damage. Like, that should really start to, you know, blast away enemies with fewer rounds. So less rounds can kill more people. That means that when I have a lot of rounds, I can kill a lot of people or kill bosses faster.
Anything you like, stranger.
Smart. Apart from that, I think we also what did we do? We upgraded our capacity by up to 12. We did something there. We upgraded our capacity a little bit here. We went here, we upgraded our fire rate, reload speed, and whatnot. And here we went ahead and we upgraded our damage and our reload speed.
Got a selection. Don't get yourself killed now.
think those things were very necessary. That we just upgraded. Leon got on that. Bada boom. Bada bop bum. Super hot fire. Is that the reference there? I forgot I even had Lewis's key. We could have sold that as well.
Gun rhymes with fun for a welcome.
Gun rhymes with fun for a reason.
Your valuables won't do you much good in the grave.
Oh.
Next time, buy something, eh?
Next time, buy something, eh? What the fuck? Oh, fuck no. You guys saw that. That was a regenerator. Oof. I knew it was coming. This is Bravo 6 going dark. I heard it. I heard it, bro. I heard it, bro. I heard it. I heard the regenerator. Did I say liquor before? I don't know if I said liquor or regenerator. That is a regenerator. Alright, that's what I meant to say. At some point, I knew that I would have to fight a regenerator. Okay? These things are possibly the scariest Resident Evil creature next to the liquor and possibly even Mr. X and Nemesis. Okay, this thing is like spooky, bro. Like in the original Resident Evil 4, these things can be the difference between life and death, my friend. Dude, I have not even seen what these things look like. I hear it. I don't fucking see it though. I seen it run. Dude, I don't like this, man. This is fucking spooky. Bro, props off to fucking Capcom, bro. Oh my gosh, bro, they know how to get under your skin. Do I have to go this way? Is that some Windex? I'll spray Windex in its eye. What the fuck kinda... What kind of bullshit? I don't even know how the fuck I solved that bullshit. Bro, they redid that shit, bro. Don't open on me. I don't want to be here. Oh my god, now there's x-rays and shit, bro.
Christ. What kind of experiments are they doing here?
I like how it doesn't, like, say it. Like, it doesn't show the text on screen. I like how he just, like, says it. Oh. Fuck you!
Fuck are you?
Oh fuck! Gold ingot, bitch! Ah! He slithers around like a slow. What the fuck? Oh! How we love them. Oh, I was thinking likely grinding on SOC. It's been an hour.
Why not treat yourself? Welcome. Well then, what can I do you for? A deal well struck.
Now tell me, asshole, what do you have that can be used to murder these creatures?
If you want a fighting chance out there, you
Also, how big's my attaché case now? Whoa, okay. Didn't know your scream sounded like Donald Duck or Mickey Mouse. Yeah. Oh boy.
come back any welcome. Anything else I have?
Like, bro. It flops like a fish!
Shit. Present for you. Gotta switch the power over.
Oh, fuck! Oh, shit! Oh, you slithering bitch! Oh no, bro, I had to switch the power over. Brother. Bro, we gotta reload to our last save point, bro. Um, can we even make it feasibly? The LE5. Awesome. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. Here's how we're gonna do it. Bruh, perfect. Perfect score. Register to shortcut, and yeah. Alright, bro, so we got a magnum, a submachine gun, a shotgun, and a sniper rifle, as well as a standard handgun. That's a solid ass loadout. That is gonna be a badass fucking loadout. Ugh. Ooh.
Shit, again? It's taking so long.
Bro, I am spooked. Bro. Get off me! Get your hand off my penis!
Here you go.
Baba Boy. You're the best around. None's ever gonna take it out. We're the best around. None's ever gonna take it out. We're the best around. Biosensor scope. Just the way they're slithering away. Bro, like, we got a goated ass loadout, bro. Like, our shit's goated. See, like, I love Resident Evil. It is just so good. There's just such a great formula to it. Even RE7 is just so great. I really need to give that game a replay through. I want to give Resident Evil Village a try.
One down.
Oh, fucking pain in the dick. There we go. That's the last one. Boom! Ruby for killing that motherfucker. 20 grand. Oh, yeah. So satisfying. Know your weakness. Bro, how was that for handling shit like a man? And where you got even more health out of it. Yay!
that was my last one.
Last herb? No matter. Shit!
Gun rhymes with fun for a reason, stranger. Welcome. Ooh, what you buying? I'll buy. Thank you. A well-tuned weapon can make up for a lack of skill, friend.
How do I want to pursue this? Yeah. Well, I don't know, man.
Valuables won't do you much good in the grave. A deal well struck.
So I think the best way to do this is doing this. Go to the LE5. Gonna go ahead and increase the ammo capacity, reload speed.
Our craftsmanship demands no less. Will that be all? Don't get yourself killed now.
It's been kind of a rough
Hello,
playthrough,
stranger.
but
Welcome. Got a selection.
so
Good things on sale, stranger. Thank you.
the LE5 upgrade that
See how that
damage.
feels, mate. Fella like yourself should notice the difference right away. Give that the care it deserves, mate.
Imagine if the max durability was 4.5. You know how overpowered that would be?
If you want a fighting chance out there, you best tune up your kit.
Imagine if we could tune this up. Like, reduce grab damage, or reduce explosion damage, further reduce base damage, reduce projectile damage. Imagine you can get it reduced down to... Imagine you can get it everything reduced up to 50%. Like, you know how overpowered that shit would be? And then imagine the exclusive is cuts the repair cost by 50%. And increases further damage resistances by 25 in all slots. That would be just so overpowered, or increases the durability. I think that would have been so awesome if we would be able to upgrade the vest like we could the knife.
Time is money, mate.
So here's the thing, right? We got the damage to 0.90. It's almost... It's obviously way more damage than the actual TMP. We got it to 30 rounds. Penetrate through 5 targets. So this penetration effect just makes this gun so OP.
Well, with it, pleasant travels.
Need a wrench to get this open.
Need a wrench to get it open. Shouldn't be too hard to find.
Ashley. Shit. You're gonna be okay.
Huh. Sweet. Alrighty. Badass. So, I mean, we upgraded our base arsenal up a little bit, so that way all our weapons are just upgraded, especially that Magnum. I mean, we're not going to be using it too much. Magnum ammo, in and of itself, is probably the most overpowered type of gun in the game anyway. When we fully upgrade the riot gun, I'm sure the damage is just going to be absolutely fucking redonkulous. Let's go.
Sorry I'm late.
No. Thank you. I brought the medicine just in time.
Understand?
Where's Luis?
I was worried about you. Till the end. Come on. We don't have much time. Let's get rid of these things.
For Luis.
Ada, come in. There's a lab where we can remove the parasites. Had a crazy hunch that you'd know where it is.
Their most important facilities are housed in their sanctuary at the top of the mountain. That's where I'd look.
Ada the encyclopedia.
Happy to help. Now you owe me.
Ada the encyclopedia.
Could you give me a boost?
You got it?
Duh.
Be careful.
I'm pretty much a master of unlocking.
The master of unlocking. That's... You're not Jill Valentine, shut up.
I have some new goods that might welcome. Ooh, what are you buying? That cash in your pocket or your life? Easy choice, mate.
the TMP was great at the beginning of the game. I'm glad we got rid of it when we did, and we just stocked on machine pistol ammo, because now we got the LE5. Truly got the recognition it deserved. It's a genuine shame that the LE5 never made it into RE3 Remake. I felt like it could have been an actual standard weapon that Jill could have got a hold of. It would have taken the same assault, or not assault rifle rounds. It would have just taken standard pistol ammo, but you know, obviously it would just be in full auto, so you would just run at a high capacity, so you would just run out fast. I would make it to where it would have a 42 round mag, or actually a 52 round mag, so you would just be able to dump an entire chunk of ammo into an enemy. I mean, it would have really high DPS if they did it like that. And then they could have made it an infinite weapon, which could have in turn been super powerful, you know. But unfortunately, the LE5 never made it in RE3, so the RE3 remake. I felt like if the RE3 remake.
Chance out there, you best tune up your kit.
But the thing is, the LE5 also was in the RE2 remake, if you don't remember. It was an infinite weapon, right? And Hunk uses it. And I think another survivor, I think the Ghost, or the Forgotten Soldier, and the side character, whatever, also uses it. It would have been interesting if, on a new game playthrough, if it became a new unlockable weapon that you could have obtained somehow, you know, just by some strange means or whatever. And the, you know, I don't know, man, the LE5, awesome. Great overall, you know. If there was a way that it was just in RE2 Remake more, and even to an extent utilized at least a little bit in the RE3 Remake, I think it would have been pretty cool. But, you know, at the end of the day, it gets the respect it deserves here. Obviously. You know, so.
Well then, what can I do you for? Ruby's all rubbish, it makes no difference. The price, well, that's our choice to make. Thank you.
Thank you. Tune up. We gotta tune up this LE5.
A well-tuned weapon can make up for a lack of skill, friend. Try that on for size.
Yeah. We're gonna upgrade that reload speed, because that's gonna save our life regardless. It's got good damage. The next upgrade will ultimately be the damage. Getting it up to speed is going to be very necessary, because I believe, you know, yeah, you know. But ultimately speaking, though, the LE5's OP. So definitely a weapon I'm glad to have in my arsenal. Definitely a weapon we want to keep where we have it. I don't know, guys. I'm really excited about this game. even though I felt like I fucked myself with the, what do you call it, with the regenerators, I still feel like, you know, I was able to pass it. You guys seen it. The game gave me enough resources to do it, and I wasn't even really trying all that hard. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, I'm saying that's a great thing, because if I can do it not even trying that hard and screwing myself, you know, I feel like if you take the game very seriously and just know what to do and just are just genuinely good, I feel like you can easily just master that shit. And the Salazar boss fight felt like a fun reimagining. I don't really like it. It wasn't that great, but it felt better than the original. And so that's an improvement.
Yeah, no big deal. Ashley.
No problem.
It's locked. Damn it! Ashley!
You guys see how quick this pistol put them in check?
I'm fine.
I also feel like Krauser got a little bit more screen time in this game. Twisty son of a bitch.
You okay?
Yeah, no sweat. pretty bad. You okay?
Yeah. Sort of.
I think that was smart. Starting to stock up on submachine gun ammo and rifle ammo. Smart.
Go.
We go at the same time, yeah?
Got it. It's okay. We got this.
Okay. We go at the same time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Hey, they fixed that up a little bit.
Hi.
No problem.
Then that reload.
What the fuck? Die, you stubborn son of a bitch.
What the fuck?
Jesus. Cuddly bastard. Spread out.
Got it. You're not hurt, are you?
No, I'm good. Ashley.
No problem. One more time. This time for sure. Okay.
No power.
Oh boy.
Get this for me.
Leave it to me. I'm actually pretty good at this stuff.
Gotta watch some trash bags. Look at that reload. Bam, bam. I like that. Bam. We're building up our inventory here. So, am I excited for Resident Evil? No, I was about to say 6. Resident Evil 5. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. You know, as much as this game is great, awesome, outstanding, they did one important thing here. They've improved Ashley in several ways. So does that mean they can improve Sheva? I think so. I think they could easily improve Sheva. I mean, clearly here, the actual moments where you play with Luis, we might even get a moment to play around with Ada, you know? Working with Ada or whatever. I hope so. I don't know. We might not, though. But then again, seeing though we did get to play with, you know, with Luis as like a companion, you know, that was kind of cool. Although it was not cooperative play, it was, you know, the AI is in control. But that's the thing. I don't think that Resident Evil games are great co-op games. I think they are great solo games. So at least the AI there is going to be awesome. It's just my whole thing is, if they're going to approach RE5, having a merchant, a storage box, having less action, more horror, and really possibly even just cutting the co-op out of the game entirely would be awesome. But I don't think they're going to do that. And hey, that's perfectly fine. You know, if they improve it, if it's better. If they cut and rework some of the bosses, maybe add a few new ones, you know, maybe even rework a few moments, take out some of the really shitty moments, fix up the story, give Jill Wesker more screen time, really flesh out Wesker as a villain, really get a chance to motivate the characters, because here's the thing, there hasn't been a single appearance of either Wesker or Chris in these remakes. Except for an RE4 remake, there's an appearance of Wesker. In both Mercenaries in separate ways. I don't think he's actually in this campaign yet. I don't know. He might be. He might not be. You know, so I guess what I'm trying to say here is this. If RE5 wants to, it has potential to be possibly one of the greatest Resident Evils of all time if it really pushes its story. If it tries to explain the progenitor virus in a way that is not only both intriguing, but is treated damn near like Las Plagas, and they try to explain Ouroboros, and they really flesh out sort of the body horror of what's going on. They expand the lore, add good notes, do things that, right, these Resident Evil remakes have been doing, have really scary moments, really intense moments where, you know, the partners separate, you know, Sheva goes her own way and Chris goes the other way to go do something independently from one another. Kind of like in that one moment where you guys get separated in Lost in Nightmares. If they have more moments like that, yeah, the potential for some crazy horror is actually pretty high. I mean, I think it would be excellent if they did something like that. But something like these attaché cases and whatnot, like in RE4, if they carry that over, they give us more storage. If the crafting system comes in RE5, here's one complaint I will have is the knife combat here. It needs to be improved. The whole combat here, the action combat here, in this game needs to be improved. More dodge and parry maneuvers need to be added. Dodging and stuff like that, like the power dodge or whatever while running, hitting L1 to quick dodge or quick roll or whatever, that needs to be added in RE5. As well as the parry system with the knife. But I think that you can only parry if you have a knife out. So, I don't know. The knife combat, knives have to be powerful, they have to be highly durable, and it can't be this RE4 bullshit with the knife. Now, upgrading the knife and whatnot, that needs to be a thing. It still should be a thing. But the whole knife combat in and of itself, like, Chris uses knives. Chris specializes with knives, right? That was always the thing in RE1 and whatnot. In RE5, obviously he's got that big ass knife, he's got some reach with it. You know, whatnot. Sheva can specialize in accuracy and less recoil. I don't care. The other thing is this. I feel like they should really, really emphasize the horror, okay, and scary moments, and really do what they can to make the game scarier. And they should really enhance the themes of horror and our Resident Evil themes. They should really be heavily enhanced and focused on as well. Mainly because, RE5 wasn't very scary. I mean, it had its scary moments, it had its, moments of intense action and feeling overwhelmed. That should still be a thing in the RE5 remake, but they should have better ways of doing it. And they should fix all the problems and right all the wrongs that the original had, So, just my opinion, and I think they can do it. I truly believe that Capcom can do it, seeing as they basically did the riskiest bullshit ever. They've remade one of their best franchises of all time. Not franchises, they've remade their best Resident Evil game of all time.
Ashley, damn it!
Get real!
Well, shit. I gotta go take a big ass shit. So what I'm gonna do is do this. I'm gonna go ahead and quit game. Rage quit. Then what I'm gonna go do is I'm gonna come back here, replay this sequence. I hope you guys enjoyed. As I know I sure as shit did. The next episode, episode 6, will hopefully be the end of the game. This was a pretty long run, honestly. They've changed certain sequences, they've made it more open world, and I think that it opens up the way for RE5 Remake. And in my opinion, it's a tough one, but it's a hot take. I think they should remake RE5 first before remaking RE1, and I'll tell you why. I feel like it's just the direction that RE4 excels it. It's going to be pushing towards RE5. All the signs point towards it. I still think that they should remake RE1 and RE0. I think that they should actually remake RE0. Truly. I mean, the only bit of Rebecca Chambers we have in this RE remake universe is a little picture of Rebecca in Albert's office in RE2 remake. Many people don't even know who the fuck she is. And so it's just like, well, if they remake RE1, Rebecca Chambers is going to be in the game. Hopefully she gets more screen time. But if they remake RE0 with it, like, you know what I mean? I felt like that would be two back-to-back badass moments. And that's the thing. If they do that, I'd be super happy. And I don't think our Resident Evil 3 remake's the world's shittiest game on Earth. I just think it could have been better as far as a remake goes. To arguably one of the best Resident Evil games ever made. You know what I mean? RE3 remake. I mean, it was the pinnacle of Resident Evil until obviously RE4 would change that and would change the primary formula, and then it would open up the new wave of Resident Evil games that were unfortunately not very well received. RE5 and RE6. RE6 is considered one of the worst Resident Evils, and people don't really like RE5 as much as RE4. RE4 is sort of that one-shot wonder, right? That one-hit wonder, right? and it's like, wow, the rest of their music sucks, but can be appreciated. But I don't think so. I think that RE4 Remake here has really expanded upon the few flaws that the original Resident Evil 4 actually had. Certain moments and whatnot. I don't know, I feel like the original Resident Evil 4 is just sort of kind of... You play them back to back and you're just like, wow, this is like a completely different game almost, you know? And I feel like it's the same way with the RE3 and RE2 remakes. So for me, it's sort of exciting to see that they've done a good job here. It had me very nervous because I figured they'd cut a bunch of shit out of the game. And I mean, they did. They cut out a few sequences here, a few action sequences, like the whole running away from the Salazar statue, running away from boulders. I get it. That would not be good here. That would not be ideal. You know what I mean? It would not be what fans wanted. Nobody liked that shit back in the day. And granted, it was a thing for the time, and if you're going to play those games, yeah, you're going to have to go through those QuickTime events. But here, it looks like they got rid of the QuickTime events. I mean, they still kept action, right? You know, you're still fighting the Del Lago boss fight. Feels like an overall improvement. Everything that they could have done to make the boss fight better, they did. That was 100% improved. Honestly, could have been cut out of the game, but they kept it in the game. And I gotta give respect to Capcom, because they kept certain things that should have, for the most part, have been cut out of the game completely. It wouldn't have made sense to keep some of that stuff in the game. But they kept it. They reworked it. They made it work with the new formula, and they improved it. And it's better. And now I'm glad that it's in the game. Stuff like the Chainsaw Sister encounter, that was really badass. You know, they had an actual proper cutscene. You know, I don't know. The only thing that I didn't like is that intro sequence. I felt like the, you know, making your way to the village could have been a little longer. It could have gave you more experience for the gameplay before throwing you in there. And even so, like, the whole feel of the village, I'm 50-50 on it. Like, there are some aspects of it that I really like. I like the new combat. But the village just doesn't have the same sort of feel that the original did. I mean, they added a few sections, and you know, one of the big things, though, one of the core mechanics that they fixed was the merchant. He still doesn't sell you ammo, but he does sell you a bunch of useful stuff, and selling you recipes for crafting. I mean, they made the crafting system in this game from the previous two Resident Evil games. They did the one thing Resident Evil 3 did not do: expand the crafting system. Here they've expanded it. And here it feels really good. And it makes me proud that I've played the RE2 remake when I did and got to experience that game. And, you know, overall, playing through these Resident Evil games is kind of cool. One thing, though, I'm still kind of 50-50 on the remake Salazar, and the only part I don't like is Sadler. He comes in these really weird dreamlike cutscenes, and he's got these purple eyes, and it's just a bad vibe. You know, Sadler in the original felt really cocky. You know, he's like, who really is this guy? He introduces himself once, and basically, you know, all you do is just hear about him, and then, you know, on Ramon's castle, and then all of a sudden he kills Luis, and then you're on the island, and now it's like you're in his territory. So it gets divided into 3 territories, controlled by 3 different, like, leaders. You know what I mean? And those leaders are Chief Mendez, the village, Salazar, the castle, and Sadler, the island. You know, this ain't the only video game to do that. You know, obviously you got Far Cry games which do that quite often. And a lot could be said about video games, but I think Resident Evil 4 is arguably one of the most influential video games of all time. to remake that takes a lot of balls. Now, to remake that after a really critically shat on game like RE3, critics really didn't like that. They cut way too much out of the game, made it way shorter than it needs to be. Yeah, that's insane. That shouldn't be done. That's stupid. That's big dum dum. Yeah, no. I think that's just crazy. So anyway, I guess what I'm trying to say here in final is that after I beat the game, I'm going to give the game a review. And that review is going to be very simple. It's not going to be very long. It's going to be long, but I'm going to review the game and tell you guys, was it a valid remake? Give my opinions, and then I'm going to start watching my favorite YouTubers' videos on the game and see if they had similar opinions to me. I have not watched a single, like Sphere Hunter, she's really cool. I haven't watched her. The Act Man, I know, did one. I know, like, probably Angry Joe probably has one out there. So, you know, other YouTubers probably do, too. And it's just like, well, I want to hear what all they have to say. And maybe their opinions might sort of resonate with me. And I might sort of develop newer opinions or adjust my opinions to sort of be like, okay, well, you know, this guy made a good point. I mean, you know, but at the end of the day, though, right now, as it stands, I like this game. They made the right choices when they had to. You know, I mean, they made the right choices when they had to. I mean, I think the extra content shop, I'm really just waiting to unlock weapons, really. I'm not really here to unlock bullshit. I'm just here to unlock, like, weapons and whatnot. So, I don't know. Concept art, haven't unlocked that. Models. Awesome, we unlocked Tonka as a model. Awesome. Favorite character in the whole Resident Evil series. Nice Beretta. They got the short barrel though, the XM96E1. So I believe this shoots 40 Smith & Wesson if it's the Beretta 96. Correct me if I'm wrong. It shoots 40 Smith & Wesson or 10 millimeter. It shoots a bigger bullet. I know that for sure. Certain. Beretta. I love that gun. the mercenaries. Look at that! What 1,124,240. It's a big ass high score. On here, I scored a total of 396,000 on Castle. I scored 200,000. I scored 700,000 on this one. It's pretty good, and I got all the characters unlocked. So, alright guys, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream right here, right now. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.